We begin today in Asia. In Japan's ever-disciplined world of politics, Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi stands out as the nation's most unapologetic workhorse. But even by her standards, what happened recently was extraordinary and controversial. In the early hours of a chilly Tokyo morning, just after 3 a.m., Takaichi emerged from her residence to convene a meeting with her aides ahead of a parliamentary appearance. The gathering, which stretched for 3 hours, has since become infamous in Japanese media as the 3 a.m. study session. The timing alone was enough to ignite national debate. In a country still grappling with cases of deaths from overworking, the Prime Minister's late-night diligence struck a nerve. Critics argued that she was setting a dangerous precedent and placing unfair burdens on her staff. Takaichi, Japan's first female Prime Minister, defended her decision. She explained that her fax machine had jammed, forcing her to head to the official residence. Speaking later in Parliament, she admitted that her early morning preparation had quote-unquote caused inconvenience to her aides, but she insisted it was necessary to rewrite answers for lawmakers. The controversy arrives at a sensitive time. Japan is currently weighing the possibility of relaxing its overtime limits, a proposal Takaichi herself supports. Under current laws, employees cannot work more than 45 hours of overtime per month, a rule enacted in 2019 after the tragic death of Matsura Takahashi, a young Dentsu employee who died by suicide in 2016 after clocking more than 100 hours of overtime each month. Takaichi's stance is no secret. In her first speech as leader of the Liberal Democratic Party, she made it clear that she rejects the concept of work-life balance altogether.
I will keep my promises. We can only rebuild by reuniting every generation and with everybody's participation. Because there are only a few of us, I ask everybody to work like a horse. I myself will cast aside the idea of work-life balance. I'll work, and work.
For a nation already known for its grueling work ethic, her words landed with both admiration and alarm. Japan's work culture, long characterized by long hours, lifetime employment, and unpaid service overtime, has been under scrutiny for years. A recent government survey found that 1 in 10 Japanese employees work over 80 hours of overtime every single month, while 1 in 5 face the risk of death from overwork. Data shows that an average Japanese worker logs around 1,607 hours per year, fewer than American counterparts. Workers often stay late, not for productivity, but out of social and professional obligation. And Japan isn't alone in its struggle. South Korea faces a similar problem and an even grimmer consequence. Poor work-life balance has been cited as a leading cause of the country's record low fertility rate of 0.72 in 2023. According to data, South Korean employees worked nearly 1,900 hours annually in 2023. This is well above the average of 1,742 hours for the member countries of the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development. Meanwhile, other parts of the world seem to be heading in a very different direction. According to Remote's 2025 Global Work-Life Balance Index, countries like New Zealand, Ireland, Belgium, Germany, Norway, Denmark, Canada, Australia, Finland, and Spain are all leading the way. These nations score high on statutory leave, healthcare access, maternity benefits, and national happiness, all while maintaining average work weeks of about 32 to 35 hours. For Japan, where even the leader of the nation treats 3 a.m. as fair game for meetings, such rankings might seem like distant ideals. But as public sentiment grows weary of burnouts and birth rates continue to plummet, the question is becoming impossible to ignore. Can Japan afford to keep glorifying exhaustion?
Want the facts?
The latest developments?
News that gets straight to the point.
Well, we've got all three just for you. This is Firstpost Live, a brand new show, your window into what really matters.
Don't miss it.